Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Emma Watson. Biography and career overview. Emma Watson is a British actress, activist, and model best known for her portrayal of Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter film series. Born on April 15, 1990, in Paris, France, Watson spent the first years of her life in France before moving to Oxfordshire, England, after her parents, both lawyers, divorced. From an early age, she developed a strong interest in performing, reciting poetry and attending acting classes at the Stagecoach Theatre Arts School in Oxford. Breakthrough. Hermione Granger in 1999. At just 9 years old, Watson auditioned for the role of Hermione Granger in the film adaptation of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Despite having no prior professional acting experience, Watson impressed casting directors with her confidence and intelligence, traits that aligned perfectly with the character. The film premiered in 2001 and became a global phenomenon, launching Watson and her co-stars Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint into instant stardom. Over the next decade, Watson reprised her role in all 8 films, earning critical praise for her growth as an actress and her ability to portray Hermione's transformation from an outspoken, rule-following student to a brave, empathetic young woman. By the end of the franchise in 2011, Watson had become one of the most recognizable actresses of her generation. Education and personal development. Despite her demanding film schedule, Watson placed a high value on education. In 2009, she enrolled at Brown University in the United States, studying English literature. She also spent time at Oxford's Worcester College as part of a study abroad program. Watson graduated from Brown in 2014, demonstrating her long-standing dedication to balancing academics and acting. Post-Harry Potter acting career. After the Harry Potter series, Watson sought roles that showcased her range. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, 2012, where she played Sam, a free-spirited high school senior. The Bling Ring, 2013, directed by Sofia Coppola, featuring Watson as a fame-obsessed teenager involved in celebrity robberies. Noah, 2014, a biblical epic directed by Darren Aronofsky. Beauty and the Beast, 2017, a live-action Disney remake, where Watson starred as Belle. The film became one of the highest-grossing movies of all time. Throughout her career, she strategically chose diverse roles, focusing on stories with emotional depth and strong messages. Activism and advocacy. Emma Watson is equally celebrated for her activism. In 2014, she was appointed a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador and launched the He for She campaign, an initiative encouraging men to support gender equality. Her powerful speech at the United Nations went viral and positioned her as a globally influential voice for feminism. She has continued to support women's rights, sustainable fashion, and environmental causes. Watson helped create the Time's Up UK Justice and Equality Fund, aimed at combating workplace harassment, and has been vocal about ethical fashion, even serving on the board of directors of the fashion company Kering, which owns brands such as Gucci and Saint Laurent. Style, public image, and personal philosophy. Watson is known for her elegant, minimalist style and her thoughtful, articulate public persona. She has appeared on numerous magazine covers, represented brands like Burberry and Lancome, and frequently advocates for sustainability in fashion, choosing eco-friendly designers on red carpets. Despite her fame, Watson values privacy and strives to maintain a grounded personal life. She has discussed taking breaks from acting to focus on personal growth, activism, and other creative interests. Legacy. Emma Watson's legacy extends far beyond film. She has evolved from child star to global role model, an actress who used her platform to pursue education, champion humanitarian causes, and promote gender equality. She is admired not only for her talent and intelligence, but also for her integrity, resilience, and commitment to meaningful work. Emma Watson. Deeper profile commitment to feminism and global gender equality. Emma Watson's activism has become just as central to her identity as her acting career. When she joined the United Nations as a Women Goodwill Ambassador in 2014, she was only 24, yet she delivered one of the most widely watched speeches in UN history. During the launch of the He for She campaign, she invited men and boys to take an active role in advocating for equality, challenging the belief that feminism is only a women's issue. She has since traveled to countries including Bangladesh and Zambia, working with programs that promote girls' education, an issue she has repeatedly said she feels deeply connected to, especially as someone who grew up with access to education and privilege. In 2016, Watson secretly visited Malawi to meet with girls forced into early marriages, an experience she later described as life-changing. She advocated for laws that protect minors and give girls equal access to education. Watson's activism has three consistent pillars: gender equality and education, environmental sustainability, ethical consumerism, especially fashion as a platform for change. While Watson gained attention early on for her red carpet elegance, she later transformed fashion into a platform for activism. She launched the Press Tour project, documenting every outfit worn during the Beauty and the Beast promotional tour, ensuring that the clothing was sustainable. She has worked with designers who use recycled materials or prioritize fair labor. Watson has appeared on the board of Kering, a global luxury fashion group, helping guide their sustainability initiatives. Her viewpoint is clear: fashion should be both beautiful and responsible. Books, reading, and intellectual life. Emma Watson is an avid reader and has often been seen carrying books on film sets or in paparazzi photos. In 2016, she founded Our Shared Shelf, an online feminist book club that quickly gained hundreds of thousands of members. Each month, Watson selected a feminist or social justice-themed book and engaged in discussions with readers across the world. Beyond selecting books, Watson also does something unusual. She leaves books in public spaces, park benches, subway stations, libraries, with notes inside encouraging strangers to take them home and read them. This reflects her belief that knowledge should be accessible, not exclusive. Private life and personal philosophy. Though watched by millions, Watson has always kept a boundary between her work and her private life. She rarely discusses relationships or personal matters, stating that she prefers privacy as self-preservation, not secrecy. A few beliefs that strongly express who she is. She calls herself self-partnered, emphasizing personal independence and emotional growth. She has spoken openly about imposter syndrome and the pressure of perfectionism. She values taking time away from fame to live a balanced, meaningful life, not just a productive one. Watson once said, "I don't want the fear of failing to stop me from doing what I care about." Selective career choices and creative control. Since Harry Potter, Watson has chosen projects that align with her values. Indie films with strong characters, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, social commentary, The Bling Ring, classics that center on sisterhood, Little Women, 2019, rather than seeking constant spotlight. She prioritizes scripts with depth, directors with vision, and stories that empower women. Directors and co-stars often describe her as prepared, thoughtful, and collaborative. Impact and legacy. Emma Watson's influence reaches beyond Hollywood. Schoolgirls cite her as proof that intelligence is powerful. Activists praise her for using fame responsibly. Young actors point to her as a role model for navigating stardom with grace and authenticity. She represents a modern, thoughtful form of celebrity, one that values purpose over attention. Emma Watson did not simply grow up on camera. She grew into her voice, and chose to use it. Emma Watson, a deeper narrative growing up in the
Bye bye, thanks for watching, bye.